Hello, welcome back to Let's Talk EFL. I'm Millie.
And I'm James.
And today we're locking in our League 2 table predictions for the 24-25 season. How we're going to do it is we're going to go through our relegation teams, our bottom half, our top half up to playoffs, and then our promoted teams. So James, get started with the relegated teams.
In 24th, I have put Colchester United. I think it's bye-bye from League 2. I don't think they're going to have a very good season. Sorry. In 23rd, I'm putting Newport County as well. I don't think they're going to have a good season. I think they're going to be very close. They could do it, they could survive, but I think other teams are stronger.
And I've gone for, in 24th place, Morecambe. I think that they're going to really struggle this year and they're going to end up bottom of the league. In 23rd, I've gone for Harrogate. I don't want to say they've overstayed their welcome, but they've overstayed their welcome. No offence.
Sorry.
So from 22nd up to 13th, what have you gone for?
In 22nd, I've gone for Fleetwood. Could be between Fleetwood and Newport. I think Fleetwood may just escape.
They've just been relegated from League 1 though, Fleetwood.
I think it's going to be a bit of a tough one for them this season.
Back-to-back relegation?
Yeah.
Potential.
Well, potential. In 21st, I've gone for Chesterfield. I don't think they're going to have a great season. They won't get relegated, but it'll be very close. 20th, I've gone for Grimsby. I don't think they're going to have a good season either. I think they're going to be struggling quite a lot. They may even be flirting with the relegation zone. But maybe a bit of form towards the end of the season will pick them up and put them down in 20th. Moving on to 19th, I've gone for Accrington. Bit of a mess season for Accrington. I can't see them doing that good this season. 18th, gone for Harrogate. I think their time is running out in League 2. Sorry to say, but I think they'll be all right this season. 17th, gone for Port Vale.
Another relegated team. You've got them in the bottom half.
I think they're going to struggle. I think some of these relegated teams are going to struggle in League 2. So, yes, Port Vale in 17th. I don't think they're going to do that great. Remains to be seen, though. 16th, I've gone for Swindon. I think it's going to be a pretty standard, bog standard sort of chipping away at some results. I don't think they're going to get many, but it's enough to survive. 15th, I've gone for Bromley. Newly promoted Bromley. I think they're going to do very well this season in League 2, and I think 15th is a very respectable finish for a club that size. 14th, I've gone for Walsall, quite established football club in League 2/League 1. I think it's going to be a slightly disappointing finish to their season, but miles away from relegation. And finally, in 13th, Salford. I think it's going to be a bit of a disappointing one for Salford. I think they've got a really good squad that could potentially get playoffs, but I don't think it's going to be their year for that. What have you gone for?
So in 22nd place, I've got Grimsby, and I think it will be close. I think Grimsby will be somewhere in the relegation battle, and probably the team that are going to make the Great Escape. In 21st, I've gone for Newport. I think that they will struggle this season, and I think that they're also going to be in that relegation scrap. In 20th, I've gone for Barrow, and I actually was toying with the idea of putting them in the bottom two, but I do think that they'll be safe this season.
Barrow got into the playoffs last year.
I know, but I don't think they're going to repeat that feat.
Big fall from grace.
Yeah. 19th, I've gone for Accrington, another team that I think they'll be threatened with relegation, with a relegation battle, but I don't think they're going to be in that battle on the last day of the season. 18th, I've gone for Salford. Really, they should be doing better than that, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did do better than that with the backing that they have. But I do think that they are a bit lacklustre at the moment, and I'm basing this off of last season too. They wasn't really that impressive to me. 17th, I've gone for Colchester. I don't think it's going to be as hairy as last season. I still think they're going to be bottom half, but I don't think it's going to be as much of a scrape for them. In 16th, I've gone for Bromley. I also think that Bromley will be comfortable in League 2 this season, and that will be a really good finish for them at 16th. I think they're a really well-run club, and I don't think they're going to be one of those ones that come up and then go straight back down. So I think Bromley 16th. 15th, I've gone for Tranmere. Bit meh. I think they're going to have a bit of a lacklustre season. 14th, I've gone for Swindon, another team that I think are just going to have a very non-eventful season. And in 13th place, I've gone for Crewe, who were in the playoffs last season, but I just think that they're going to have a little bit of a fall from grace. So who do you have in your top half, barring playoffs and automatics?
I've gone in 12th place Morecambe. I think it's going to be a very, very average season for them. In 11th, I've gone for Tranmere. Again, pretty average. Miles away from playoffs, miles away from relegation, so they're all good. So in 10th place, I've put Gillingham. I think they could potentially get playoffs this season, but just for this league table, I'll put them in 10th. I think it's worst case scenario for them. In 9th, I've put Crewe. Again, they were playoff contenders last season. Don't think they'll get it this season. In 8th, Barrow. Again, playoff contenders last season. Don't think they'll get it this season. I don't think they're going to be strong enough. It is quite a strong league this year.
So in 12th place for me, I've gone for Walsall. I think they are going to finish slap bang in the middle of the table. I think they are, like you say, quite well established in this league. I don't think they'll struggle. They could be up there for a bit this season, but I do think they'll drop back down into a mid-table position. 11th, I've gone for Fleetwood, a team that came down last season. I don't think they'll go back up, but I do think they'll finish top half. 10th place, I've gone for Port Vale. I think Port Vale will have an okay season, but I don't think they'll come straight back up. In 9th place, I've gone for AFC Wimbledon. I think they'll have a good season. That would be a good season for them, but I think they would be a bit disappointed for not reaching playoffs. In 8th, and just missing out on playoffs, I've got Cheltenham, who came down also from League 1 last season. They came down rock bottom, but I do have them performing as one of the best of the relegated sides. Just missing out on playoffs for me. So who have you got in your playoffs from 7th to 4th?
Starting off in 7th, I have gone for Wimbledon. I think they're going to have a good season. They've got a good squad, well-established team, and seems like a well-run club. In 6th, I have Notts County. I think they're quite a strong side, so I can't see them finishing anywhere outside the playoffs. Could be wrong. 5th, pretty much as always, MK Dons. They're always up there, thereabouts. They have got a very good squad, and they are strong. They are probably one of the strongest sides in League 2. And in 4th, Bradford City. I think they'll do quite well this season. They're just missing out on automatic promotion. What have you gone for?
Yep, so my playoffs, I've gone for, in 7th place, Bradford City. They will have a really good season, actually, Bradford. And I feel like there might actually be a little bit of a gap between the playoff places and the rest of the table. So I think that position is probably going to look a bit harsh, but I think it's going to be quite close in the playoffs. In 6th place, I've gone for Notts County. They have lost their top scorer, but I do think that they do have a very good attacking side still. 5th, I've gone for Gillingham. I think Gillingham will be up there this season and they will finish in a playoff spot. And in 4th place, just like last season, I think Doncaster will make up that last playoff place. Just not as entertaining as last season. I think they'll be in there and they'll stay there. So who have you got for your automatic promotions?
In 3rd, I have gone for Cheltenham. I think they're going to go straight back up. I think they're too good for League 2. and they belong in League One at least. Second, I've gone for Doncaster. I think it will be their year to go up automatically as well. I don't think they'll get playoffs. I think they'll be nice and comfortable in the automatic places. And top of the league, I've gone for Carlisle United. I think they'll go up as well. I think they've got a good squad, strong, and they're going to have that willpower to get promoted.
Okay, and my top three, I've gone for, in third place, Chesterfield to be promoted. It looks like they've done quite a bit of business over the transfer window, and I think that they're going to be dark horses this year. In second place, I've gone for Carlisle. And in first place, I just think that MK Dons are going to be very strong. They were really strong, actually, for a lot of last season. And I think this time they're going to go up automatically. So circling back round to your playoff places, who do you think will win out of your playoff teams? Who do you think will be promoted?
I'm going for Notts County to be promoted via the playoffs in League Two. I think they'll follow the Wrexham train, potentially doing well in League One next season as well.
Out of my playoff teams, I'm going for Bradford to be promoted. They've been flirting with the idea of promotion for a while. I think this will be their year, Bradford to be promoted.
So what do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know your league tables in the comments. Don't forget to like, and please don't forget to subscribe. We really, really appreciate it. We will see you next time when we discuss our game week 1 predictions. See ya.
See you later.